Helo, noswaith dda, good evening, croeso I amser stori adventure. Welcome to the Venture Story Time. Now, we are on the 6th of April, and on this day, in 1884, not on this day in 1884, John Godfrey Parry Thomas from Wrexham was born in 1884, and on the 28th of April he broke the world land speed record in his car Babs. Also on this day the Scots reaffirmed their independence in 1320 by signing the Declaration of Arbroath. In 1909, Robert Peary and Matthew Henson became the first people to reach the North Pole. And in 1947, the first Tony Awards were held. But, most importantly, on this day, in a year unknown, it was play worker Leon's birthday. So before we go any further, we're going to start our new tradition of singing with a candle. Not a cake and a birthday candle, unfortunately, but just a typical candle. And we're going to sing Happy Birthday to play worker Leon. So, after 3, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leon. Happy birthday to you. And of course, yn Gymraeg, 1, 2, 3. Penblwydd hapus I ti. Penblwydd hapus I ti. Penblwydd hapus I Leon. Penblwydd hapus I ti. Make a wish. There we go. Happy birthday to Playworker Leon. For those of you who haven't seen it, check out a video made by Playground Manager Bronson, which is on our page from earlier today. And we've already had some comments on that. So Bronson said, happy birthday, Leon. Mark Williams also wished you a happy birthday. And Sian Louise Davis said, happy birthday, Leon, from Courtney and David. So a few birthday wishes already. And this, of course, comes only 2 days after Playground Manager Bronson's birthday. And we missed some of those comments out, so we'll just go through some of them as well. So Playworker Rhiannon said, happy birthday to the most fun and playful boss I've ever had, Bronson. I hope that you've had the best day, and I can't wait to plan a messy mix with the kids when we're back on the playground. You deserve a day that's as special as you are. Thanks for being you. Love you lots. Really nice message from Playworker Rhiannon. Karen Mills also said, this is amazing. A massive happy birthday, Bronson. Karen Davis, who used to be the manager at our early years centre, said, happy birthday, Bronson. Hope you've had a lovely day. Anthony Lomax said, happy birthday. Hope you've enjoyed today and hope to see you soon. And that was from him and Dexter. And Bronson replied with, this brings a tear to my eye. A happy one. I love my Venture family. I love you all. You all mean so much to me. I know you're all the best types of humans to have in my life. We all have the same goal and simply care so much about our work. So grateful to you all. And that was Bronson's message back. So, birthdays aside, please let us know if you have a birthday coming up. We'd love to send your messages out to everybody in the Venture community. But it's probably time for story time. Now, we've so far read The Worst Witch by Jill Murphy. We finished The Iron Man by Ted Hughes last night. So it's time to reveal our new story, and that is The Demon Headmaster by Gillian Cross. So we're going to start this tonight. But before we do, from our previous videos, we had Chris Watson comment with thanks from Liam, age 9 from Haverdewern. Carly Braisdell said, Sean, can we request a one-off story, please, for the younger ones, like Gruffalo, etc., or talk nice to Karen Mills? Well, there's a very special message coming from Karen after this video, so please stay tuned. But yes, we have got this story here. We're going on a bear hunt, but because these are quite reliant on pictures, we want to find a way of you being able to see the pictures whilst I'm doing the talking. So hold on to your hats. We will try and find a way of bringing that to you very, very soon. And finally, Deacon Jones says, do you have any idea what story you're doing after this? Ta-da! The Demon Headmaster. So, if you're sitting comfortably, grab yourself a drink. I've got myself a Panada Day tonight. Get comfy, and we're going to read Chapter 1 of The Demon Headmaster. So here we go. And it's called A Girl in the House. Our last moments of freedom, Lloyd said darkly. He glowered round at the battered walls of the playroom, at the motorbike posters peeling off the wallpaper, and Harvey's model aeroplanes neatly ranged on top of the bookcase. She'll be sticking up pictures of flowers and ballet dancers when she comes, I bet. He mooched around gloomily, kicking at the furniture. Take care of her, Mum said. What does she expect us to do? Hold her hand and tell her bedtime stories? Harvey, curled in his chair, stolidly went on reading the Aero Modeler. H! Lloyd banged him crossly on the shoulder. Why don't you say something? Harvey looked up and grinned. You've gone all red in the face. That only made Lloyd angrier. Red in the face? I should just think that I have. Purple pancakes. Don't you realise how awful it'll be having a girl come to live here? But you've known for ages, Harvey said mildly. Mum's always wanted to have someone to foster. Well, I thought she meant have a baby, Lloyd spluttered. That would have been okay. Just a bit of screaming at night. But a girl, a wretched girl as old as me. She'll never be out of our hair. We'll have to take her to school with us. So, Harvey shrugged, might be a good thing. She might be on our side. Another normal. I wonder what he means by that. Lloyd looked at him scornfully. Is it likely, I ask you? There's only 5 of us in the whole school. No, she'll be one of them. And what about the others? What will they say? So there's only 5 of them. 5 of who, I wonder? Have to wait and see, won't we? Harvey picked up his magazine again. Enraged, Lloyd leaped across and knocked it out of his hands. Harvey Hunter, you're an idiot. Can't you see what it means? We'll have a little goody-goody about the place all the time. Going on about how wonderful school is and how marvellous the headmaster is. I can't bear it. It'll be like having a spy in the house. For a moment, Harvey looked troubled. Then he brightened. Well, might not be as bad as all that. If she watches us, we can watch her too. A distant expression came across his face. You never know. We might actually be able to discover something. Find out what's going on. Lloyd stopped pacing around the room and stared coldly at him. I've told you 100 times, he hissed. That's crazy. It'll just get us into trouble. We've worked out a good system for having a quiet life. I don't want anyone interfering with it. But don't you ever wonder, Harvey said dreamily. I do. In the afternoons, I sit and stare across at the hall and wonder what the rest of them are doing and why they're so... Shut up! Lloyd caught him by the shoulder and shook him hard. I've managed to keep you out of real trouble ever since you came to the school, and jolly difficult it's been. 4 years of watching and being careful. I won't have you mucking everything up now. You just have to behave yourself and... Oh, okay. Scarlet in the face from shaking, Harvey held up his hand to push Lloyd away. Keep your hair on. You don't want to be looking like a raging demon when she gets here. Coolly, he picked up his magazine and started reading again. Lloyd stared at him in disgust. Just wish I did look like a demon. That might frighten her away, as he resumed his restless, furious pacing around the room. There's such a nice normal family, Miss Wilberforce said encouragingly as the car jerked to a stop at the traffic lights. I'm sure you'll like living with them, Dinah. Lloyd and Harvey, the two boys, are very sensible and ordinary. It's a pity you couldn't meet them beforehand, but I'm sure you'll get on. Yes, Miss Wilberforce, Dinah said woodenly. Of course it's hard on you, having to change schools. I hope you won't find the work too difficult. You'll just have to put your back into it. Yes, Miss Wilberforce. Miss Wilberforce sighed and looked around at her, taking one hand off the steering wheel. You don't seem very relaxed, dear. Are you perhaps just a teeny bit afraid? No, Miss Wilberforce. Miss Wilberforce sighed again. Well, we're here now. She steered the car in towards the curb. Let's go in and meet them all. Yes, Miss Wilberforce, Dinah chimed out, and stood stiffly on the pavement while Miss Wilberforce got her case out of the boot. Then the two of them marched up to the front path of the Hunter's house, and Miss Wilberforce, ding-dong, rang the doorbell. Don't worry if you feel a bit strange at first, she whispered. They'll do their best to make you feel at home. The door opened. Dinah, dear, how nice to see you again, Mrs. Hunter said. She held out her arms and gave Dinah a friendly hug and a kiss. Dinah's body stayed quite stiff. Hello, Mrs. Hunter. Hello, Mr. Hunter, she said without expression. Come in and take your coat off. The boys are dying to meet you. Oh, said Dinah. I'm sure Dinah's looking forward to meeting them too, Miss Wilberforce put in quickly. But she's bound to be a bit shy, aren't you, dear? No, said Dinah. Mr. Hunter grinned at her. At least you know your own mind. Go into the living room. I'll call the boys. Dinah went in and sat on the edge of the sofa with her knees pressed together. Her eyes flicked from one side of the room to the other. It was just as she'd expected. 3-piece suite, television, a shelf of ornaments, a very ordinary room. She sighed softly. Then she sat up straighter as everybody else came in. Here they are, Mrs. Hunter said proudly. Lloyd's the big one, and Harvey's the little fat one. Hey, cheek, protested Harvey. Dinah looked them up and down. Lloyd was taller than she was, with a mop of wild hair and a cocky look. Harvey was roly-poly and cheerful. There did not seem to be anything special about either of them. She held out a cold, rigid hand. Hello, she said, unenthusiastically. And there's a picture of Dinah saying hello to Harvey and Lloyd. And that is it for chapter 1. So not a lot has happened yet, but the boys have given us a hint that there's something going on at school, and there's only 5 of them who are not involved, and 2 of them are Harvey and Lloyd. So I wonder what that is. And Dinah is being fostered by Mr. and Mrs. Hunter, who are Harvey and Lloyd's parents. So, quite a lot to be getting on with there. So that's chapter 1 of The Demon Headmaster, and I hope that you will join us for the rest of the story. So that leaves me to just say, let's have a look who's been watching with us. Jamie William, hello Jamie. Karen Mills from the early years, don't forget to stay tuned to our page where Karen's got a very important message for you straight after this video. And the birthday boy himself is watching as well. Pembroke Happily on happy birthday. I hope you've had a wonderful day. I've seen the messages from the Venture staff, so from Colin, from Playworker Rhiannon, obviously, Playground Manager Bronson and myself, lovely videos and messages that I've seen to you, and of course we all extend our very best wishes to you as well. Happy birthday, bud. So, all that leaves me to say is breathe with you on that, sweet dreams, Nostar, good night, and hopefully I will see you all soon. Diolch am wylio, thank you for watching, tata rwan.